Hey, best friends.
Welcome to another episode of The Bestie Advice, where we discuss all things relationships.
Provide
And
therapy as
now
well.
for part two.
Yes.
Carol, let me ask a question really
Yep.
quick.
No,
She
you're good.
shared something.
You're good.
What does unstuck look like for you?
Unstuck look like when I stop holding on to the past. Like, and it does not mean that I was holding on to my ex-husband, but it was holding on to now I'm stuck with all of the weight, all of the extra, all of the bills, the debts and the kid and and I was found myself going back there, and it would make me angry because I'm like, why? This is, it's hard, it's a lot. But God kept reminding me, but you can do it. You got this, you're favored. And he began to show me, sustain me, bless me, where it was like, okay, got it. And it built me up. And so when I got to a place where I no longer use that as an excuse, or I was no longer staying there, like worrying about things of things I couldn't control, like this is where I am, and moving forward, that was one way that I realized I was, unstuck. And the other thing was I didn't want to marry again, right? I felt I was a wife, and I love being a wife, but I was a wife I'm not going to say to the wrong person. We were not supposed to be in that situation,
Right.
or things happen. And so it was like, okay, that doesn't mean I can't remarry. There is a such, like, I can remarry again. It's not the end of that journey for me. So then when I began to embrace that and accept that and begin to prepare to become a wife again, I felt like that was a part also of me feeling unstuck.
Oh, good. Okay.
That's good. That's good. So being in this new phase of life, if you can speak to like how are you adjusting, and what are you doing to like keep yourself busy? Like what are some of the new things that you may have started, or things that you may have restarted, like prior to you getting married, like, okay, well, I'm married now, so I'm gonna stop doing this, or I'm gonna put this to the side. But what new things have you actually picked up, or things that you may have restarted? And how are you actually keeping yourself busy? Because before, it was about you and your husband and your daughter and coming together as a family and having date night. So now it's like things have kind of shifted and changed. So what are you doing new?
Yeah. So I definitely recommitted myself to working out. So that's something I make sure that I'm trying to do on a weekly basis. At least a couple of times throughout the week. It helps me not only physically, but mostly for like my mental capacity and strength. And I still go out with friends. I still spend time with my family. I still make sure I pour into my daughter and spend time with her. I'm busy with working and business and, all of that with church and, things of that nature. So I'm still active and, doing things in that, arena. I am dating, so I go out, I date, enjoy my life and, things of that nature. But it's pretty much still the same. I mean, I have one thing. I've always been like a go-getter and always, about my business. And so that never changed. I didn't want to lose myself per se. My identity did shift, from being a married woman to a single woman, but I'm still Shayna, like I'm still me. So, and I'm grateful that I didn't lose my mind or I didn't lose myself. I lost parts of me and I was able to recover those, and I'm still a work in progress. But pretty much that's it. Like I'd be pretty busy. Journey keep me busy though. She got to schedule her own.
Yes. So what can we actually offer to our audience as well on how to start making those adjustments? Because again, before it was you, him, and them, okay, and the kids or whatever, or the child, or the dogs and the cats. Now it's back to you, or you and the children, and sometimes that transition, sometimes it's not easy. So how can you encourage another woman or man who may be, going through this season of transition and they kind of feel that they're stuck?
Yeah. definitely get to know yourself again.
Yes, that's
Get
good.
to know yourself
good.
again.
That's good.
It's and I say that because a lot of like, I know me, but you change, right? We
Yeah.
go through
Yeah.
different phases of life,
Mhm,
you know,
mhm.
trauma, you know, losing loved ones, losing jobs, losing income,
Yeah.
you know, children graduating, everything is a change, getting
Yes,
married,
it is.
divorced. And so each thing that happens to you, even good and bad, it changes you, right? It changes how you think, it changes your identity grows, a change. So I would say get to know yourself again. Like that has been something that I have really, you know, focused on, is getting to know myself again, because the more I know myself, the more I know who I can connect myself to
That's
Mhm.
and who
good.
I can't connect
That's
myself to.
good. That's
And
good.
so it allows me to say, okay, I need to put boundaries in place here. I need to be accountable in this area. I need
Yeah.
to vocalize when I'm uncomfortable. So the more I know myself, the stronger my core becomes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then anything that I attach myself to, those relationships become stronger as well, because they are in alignment with who I am and my identity and what I need.
That's good. And besties out there, I really do think that that's very important in regards to getting to know yourself, especially if your desire is to remarry again. You want to go in and making sure that you are fully whole, like you're like fully and whole is the same thing, but that you are completely whole. And if you don't know anybody else, you know yourself. You know yourself, who you are in God, what makes you tick, what makes you laugh, what makes you smile, you know, all of that about yourself. And then I do believe that you need to be fully cleansed of the previous relationship, because you cannot take that into that new relationship at all. You can't go in there comparing him, comparing her. It'd be one argument. It's like, you was just like him. He did the same thing. Like, no, you have to be fully cleansed of that and fully healed and fully restored before you decide to go into another relationship. And I think everything happened in parts. Like, get to know yourself first, and then ask God to prepare you for somebody else. But get to know yourself first. Let that be the first thing. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's good.
I think that's great advice. And then to be honest about, if you want to get married, it's okay. Like, don't allow the enemy. And that's what I really love what you said, Shayna, you know, and your therapist. Okay, you want to be married again. That's great. Just because that marriage failed, that doesn't count you out. You know, God has a man out there for you, somebody that is tailor-made for you, and it's okay. And like, you know, like you both said, you know, getting to know yourself, but forgiving yourself for whatever deficits happened, whatever happened in the past, no matter who did what, it doesn't matter. Just forgiving yourself and being able to move forward and knowing that you are worthy of that unconditional love. For all those listening, you know, sometimes you hear people say there's no such thing as like that romantic love or that deep love, and that's a lie. God has somebody out there that can fill your cup. I'm
absolutely
both been married 25 years, you know, and it has not always been easy, but one thing I can say is that my husband has never disrespected me. My husband's always supported me, and he's always given me that unconditional, deep love, and he's always encouraged me to do whatever God has called me to do. He's been, you know, right in my back pushing me. And I feel like every person deserves that. Every man, every woman, you deserve that. So if you have been divorced and you desire marriage again, say that to God. Say that in your heart and do the work, because I know that there is somebody out there for you. You know, I believe that there is somebody out there for you that can love you the way you deserve to be loved and the way that you want to be loved. So I really love when you said that, Shayna.
That's so
that you
good.
admitted, I want to be married again.
Yeah, and that's so good, Dr. Irene, that you said that, because I believe it was actually Minister Brown, Lady Brown, that had come to our church. And I think it wasn't up until that point, because in my mind, I do a lot, like I think, like I'm a thinker. So I'll be thinking. And one thing she said when she came to minister is she said, you have to say it out loud. And so when you said that, because even though you're thinking it and that may be a desire in your heart, you have to like begin to, it has to become formed.
Yeah.
And so God said, we have to use our words because our words are powerful. So then when I became, right. And so we began to speak that, when I began to speak that, it was like everything, he began to shift things around me where he was able to, confirm what you're not crazy, what you want and what you desire, it exists. And then I'll begin to form that for you. I'll begin to show you that. And so that's so important. Be okay with admitting that, with saying that, with, proclaiming that, declaring that, so that you can have it for sure.
Yes. And I like what you said, Irene, when you said that you have to put in the work. So once you do openly decree and declare exactly what it is that you desire, it is going to be some footwork. Faith without works is dead. We can believe all day long, but what are we doing? So I mean, hey, you may need to, like you say, you need to get back in the gym. Maybe you need to brush up on your cooking skills. Maybe you just need to be in the face of God. Whatever it is, maybe this may be your fasting season. So you can go in and snatch everything out that is not of him. Everything that we've been pushing down, every feeling that we've been harboring, to snatch it all the way out. So yes, we have to make sure that we're putting in the work. It's not going to be an easy journey, but his word did tell us that his burden is easy. His burden is easy. So we have to basically lay ours down for his, give it to him. Like, if we're trying to carry it on our back and we're trying to do it on our own, we have to make sure that we're turning it over to him and saying, okay, Lord, I'm gonna need you now. I've confessed it. I've said it. This is what I want. Now, what are the steps? What are the necessary steps that I need to take? Because my journey may not be Shayna's journey, and Shayna's journey is not Irene's journey. We all have our own journey. So God, what is my path? What it is that you want me to do? What do I need to be doing at this time? And even during the preparation season of next season, that right there, that may be a different journey. Maybe I need to be in the kitchen cooking. I'm saying, Lord, I want you to give me another husband. Baby, you still ain't learned how to cook from the first one. And I'm not saying, we're not in that age anymore where it's like, the wives are at home, we're barefoot and pregnant. Not saying that at all. But what wifely skills are you working on, sister, girlfriend, bestie?
What work are you putting in?
Exactly. What work are you putting? How are you working on yourself? How, like you said, Shayna, as far as how are you building your core? How are you building yourself? So build yourself first. And then after that, we can go ahead and welcome him in.
Lord, that's so good.
Where he at, Lord? Where he at?
And that's so good because and there's literally no time wasted. That wasn't a thing that was held at, like, I waste so much time, put so much time in a relationship, and it's like, but there was no time wasted. Everything is preparing you, is building you, and things that I needed to work on, things that I need to be aware of, even for him, with me saying, because I'm not perfect, so he had to deal with some stuff too. And so understanding there's no time wasted, there's nothing wasted. God is faithful, and he even uses the bad things to even make it for our good. So it's no time wasted. So literally, don't feel like, I wasted time, I've been here. It's like, it's okay. It's okay.
And everything, I'm a believer that we don't serve a God of coincidence, that every single thing that we go through, it's for a reason. Even when we're going through, we're like, Lord, for real, you could have taught me a whole nother way. How about you could have just told me?
Send it to a friend.
Exactly. But every single thing happens for a reason. It's a part of our building process.
Yes, that
part of our, we may not know exactly what he's building or exactly the lesson that he's trying to teach, but it is all working out for our good. It really is. It really is.
That is good.
Yes.
So Shanna, I have one last question for you. What's next? What can we expect from you? What's next from Shanna Smith?
Well, hopefully, I don't know. I may be a wife. The one.
No.
I will be a wife. I will be a wife.
And
I'm gonna. I'm gonna enjoy my dating and journey and process until I get down there.
Look, holler at me. Let's.
You have to date though. You have
Yes.
You do.
That's
Absolutely.
I appreciate that too, because you cannot sit in the house
and think nobody gonna find you, because I was in the house.
You're gonna they're gonna go ding dong.
Right, I'm here. You have to date, but you have to know how to date. Dating is different
collecting
than
data
around, right?
Just collect
It's
some
different
data.
thing. Dating and sleeping around. So we don't want you to sleep around. We want you to date. That's what we
collect some
so
data.
that's listening. You have to date, and it's the difference than sleeping around. You do not have to
absolutely.
Yes.
Date Christian is a way to date. You can be sanctified and filled with the Holy Spirit and integral.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So what's next for you, Shanna?
This
have to get the peoples together. I have to get the people together.
Exactly. Yes.
That is pretty much all. I'm just enjoying the process, enjoying my journey. And just enjoying life, like making sure I'm living life to the fullest and doing everything that my heart desires. And however, God move and do what he do. I'll be there. Just waiting on it happen.
Waiting on the Lord to say what's next. What's next, Lord? What's next? I'm here. Whatever you say, I'm here. It's funny when you said as far as you can't, it's a difference between dating and sleeping around. I thought about the song, I think it's William McDowell, Give Myself Away. No, that was to the Lord. You give yourself away to him, not the goods, to the others.
Him, not them.
Yes. Him, not them. That's it. Him, not them. Yes. So besties out there, we hope that something that has been said on today has encouraged you, that is going to help you through your journey, those who actually may be in this time of transition. Before we actually sign off, I do want, Shane, if you have anything for our audience, any words of wisdom that you want to leave them with.
One thing I would leave with is make sure that I'm blessed to have a lot of married women around me. And most of the women that I'm around have been married 15, 20, 25 years. And so that's encouraging. So make sure you put yourself in around women that have been married, because there's wisdom there, just in the way that they walk and the way they carry themselves. Sow seeds into them, because even if it's financial or it's time, because it's like literally planting a seed in what you desire to harvest one day. And just be okay with being by yourself. Like there's also nothing wrong with being, going through your singleness and just knowing yourself and loving yourself and doing things, making sure, because honestly, you won't attract what you want until you are that. So you wanting something, you have to make sure you're preparing and you're that person. So when that person comes, they'll be, you both will be able to one another and be able to be in alignment with one another. So take time to do that for yourself.
That's good. That's good.
That's it.
That's good. So before we get off, I do just want to thank you, Minister Shanna Smith, for coming on here.
Thank y'all for inviting me. It was fun.
Your journey, and sharing your story with us. You have encouraged me, and I feel that I've been kind of a part of your journey.
Yes, you have.
When you're happy, I'm happy. When you're sad, I'm crying too.
Yes,
let's cry together. So
somebody pray for me. Pray for me, Lady Gay. Where your oil at?
But you all out there, I am so proud of Shanna Smith. I'm so proud of her. Just watching her, she has so much grace on her life. And I'm going to say this about her. If you did not know, like if she did not verbally tell you what she was going through, you wouldn't even know a transition had even taken place, because she comes in every week with a smile on her face, there, open to receive. Open, look, when her pastor called her to pray, I don't know what she could have gone through before she walked in that door, but she gets that mic and she tears us up every single time she hears from the Lord. She does not allow what she's going through to get in the way of how God wants to use her. And I just love that about her. But I know that that's God's grace that's upon her life. I know that's God's mercy and his favor and his anointing that is upon her. So I just thank you, Shayna. I thank you for being an inspiration as far as to me. And I know that you are an inspiration to many of the women that are a part of our ministry and the people that's a part of our ministry. Let me go ahead and throw this out here, this disclaimer to you all. Okay, she has come on our show and she has talked to us. Don't ask her not one question. Okay, y'all, I love y'all. I love y'all so much, but this is our daughter. And my husband and I, we love her to the core. Amen. And we cover her in prayer and we physically cover her. Amen. Okay? Amen. All right. Amen. All right.
Mother has spoken. Okay. Mother.
This is our baby right here, y'all. Please don't come for my daughter. Don't come.
Amen.
Don't come. All right, y'all. We thank you all so much for joining us. And again, we hope that this have encouraged you, that some words, some statement, something that we have said, something that Shayna has shared as a part of her journey has encouraged you all. So don't forget to like, don't forget to share. Don't forget to go to our Instagram page, our TikTok page, our YouTube page, our Facebook page. Yes, go out there, find our videos. Look, all of them.
All of them.
Watch our videos. Listen to us on Spotify. Listen to us on Amazon Music. Listen to us on Apple. Look, wherever you can hear it or listen to it, we're there. We're there, y'all. We're there. So we love y'all, and we do thank you all for supporting us. Thank you all, and have an awesome, awesome day. Bye, besties.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.